Hello and welcome back to the show. In today's video we are talking about this, the 24mm Canon lens. Should you actually get this for yourself or should you skip? At a whooping $600 price tag with taxes and all, this is no means a cheap lens. It is good, it is small, it is convenient for the Canon R. But is it something that you should get for yourself? I will dive in, I will talk about this. I have bought it. This is an amazing lens. But with just any other Canon product, it all depends on if you should get it for yourself or not. And the biggest question I'm going to be answering is this actually worth it for you to get? Because you can just get this for the regular version of it, for ESO, and you can just use the converter instead, and it's going to be so much more cheaper. And the biggest question is this worth the extra investment? Let's answer this and everything else in this video review and testing. So the final part of this video is actually being recorded on the camera, the 24mm plus the R10 with the Rode mic. The Rode mic, if you hear the sound a little bit not as sharp as it should be, that's because of the lamp, outside lamp that is moving and creating extra sound to this. But also you have to understand that the 24mm 1.8 is most of the reason why it is the lights and everything and why it looks so good. Now comes to think about, yes, it is great, it looks awesome. But that's not the whole entire story here. The question is, what have I used to record the rest of this whole video? And since I was talking and you see me with my hand with the 24mm, that means there was a different lens on the hood, and this was the 18 to 45mm kit lens. So you can compare that to the footage over here. And when it comes to prime lenses are awesome for video. There is no doubt about. The only thing is probably the price and the lack of zoom. So you can put some extra money and get a zoom lens. It's going to be so much better than just a prime lens. And for just a little bit of more money that you're showing out, you're getting as if you're getting a few different prime lenses altogether by buying a zoom lens. So with the 1.8mm, you are still restricted with the 24mm because I can only do so much with it. You see, if I go outside this box or I need something to zoom in closer, you have to position the camera much closer with a 24mm. To be fair, this is way better than a 35 or 50mm, because with those it was almost impossible to go ahead and film a lot of this. So this is, yes, this is probably one of the best lenses out there for somebody who's doing YouTube, somebody who's doing vlogging and so on. But if you had a little bit more money and you want to add a little bit of extra weight, you can use the zoom lenses and achieve maybe something much better. Altogether, this lens is awesome. There's no doubt about it. It makes me really competent and think, should I keep this lens? Is this something I should actually keep? Versus, should I spend a little bit more money and get a zoom lens that's going to give me a lot more capabilities in case I need to zoom? The low light capability of this is really shining. It makes really amazing footage, and there is no doubt about. And because of that, I think you have to honestly ask yourself, do you want to shell out a little bit more cash and get a zoom lens, or is this satisfactory? Because when it comes to a prime lens for video, this probably is it. It's probably only one prime lens you actually need for video, and I would say 24mm is the way for you to go when it comes to prime lenses for video capacity. Anything else out there, yeah, it's going to be much better. I mean, 85mm for model photography, it's great for photography. You have to understand what you're going for. If you're going for photography, more zoom is better. When you're coming and you're doing a lot of video content, You have to zoom out. 24mm is the magic spot that you want to be in. But that being said, the zoom capability, the loss of zoom is the most obvious thing. I really wish that they made much more less. Something like this is almost ideal with the 18 to 45mm. And to buy something similar to this in f4 stop is already showing out an additional $1,000. So you have to ask yourself, is this an investment, something you want to put more money into? If the answer is no, then this is the lens for you to get.
Go carefully.
Bag and loaded.
It's thinking and attractive songs.
Lord.
Where is Hill the nun? Has she left us?
She is here still.
What do you think of this communism? Yes, indeed. The shoulders of the monks.
Thank you so much for getting all the way to the end of this video, and hopefully you made your decision up, because this is an important decision. Is this 24mm actually worth it for you to get? In my opinion, and my professional opinion, I don't actually think so. Not for this price. In fact, if you spend more money, you can get a better lens that's going to be a zoom lens. And this is for video. When it comes for photography, the answer is more blurry. If you need a 24mm and you need a small one that can do all the job that you need it to do, then this one will work fine. For a prime lens, this is good. And if money is no option, it doesn't actually matter, because then any of those lenses are pretty good as is. But when it comes to value for the money, what you're getting here, I think that the regular 24mm is just fine. This is not mind-blowing. It's not as amazing as it was hyped up to be. The good thing is it does have an image stabilizer in it. For 24mm, that is actually an essential feature. And it also has the ring zoom over here that you can use, so you can put additional function into the ring zoom and the ring itself, and you can actually use that, and this is something that you're not going to have in the regular 24mm. But overall, this is just an expensive addition. I would actually wait until the price maybe comes down by $100 or so over time, and this might be a good lens for you to get, depending on what you actually need it to be used for. Overall, I do recommend this as a lens if you're doing pictures, but not if you're doing video. There is just better lenses out there for the money and for the buck that you're getting. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, smash the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next episode of this survival tech show, where you never know what is the next thing is going to be featured on this channel.